Retro is better. We got the good Mario. And our cartridges are durable. Modern is better. We got the better graphics and we add stuff to it with DLC. Don't look at me with this one.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Richard Dubya here. What's going on? So yes, we have our pickups for Midwest Gaming Classic 2021. Yes, this has been an experience for me for shopping, and I went, well, I want to say I hit budget, like, pretty good. I roughly spent about $300 throughout the entire weekend, which is probably cheap for somebody, but like for me, that's a lot. But without further ado, let's get started. So let's first start out with a couple things that I picked up before MGC, like just on the way to MGC. So, like for example, first we have my stickers, my lovely stickers, which, you know, rough cut, but hey, I think everybody enjoyed those pretty good. Next, since I had to go in the Walgreens anyways and get a pair of scissors to cut said stickers, I picked up on this nice card deck. Now, this card deck looks nice. Like, it has like circuitry. I don't know if you can see that in the there, but those are dots that make up the spade. But like it's also like nice and iridescent too. It's got greens and blues, and like I love the circuitry pattern. They call it dark mode, which if you can see that there, it's a really cool card deck. I know I'm geeking out over playing cards, but like as of lately, as of like the last couple of years, I've actually just started picking up playing cards and started to collect them. So that's a thing I'm into right now. Alright, so now we're going to move on to stuff that people have given me. Now, we already showed you this, which, as you may or may not know, I spent roughly $45 on this for 96 stickers, and that was a deal my sister got when well, she knows the people that own the place, so which is fantastic. I really appreciate that. Again, you know, and not to mention the short amount of time that it was to print those, because I want to get those for MGC so that way I had them ready for everybody, and well, luckily we did. Now, this is part of the 3 posters that my sister purchased. If any of you guys remember the vendor hall, like right when you walk in on the right hand side, there's a guy that had posters laid out like everywhere. Like loads of posters. My sister had me pick out one, and she purchased 2. Which, if she does a pickups video, she's more than free to show you what she got. But yeah, so this is what she got me. Yes, it is Turtles. Oh my god, I love this. Like, oh, so good. So now I just have to figure out like how I want to put it up. Whether I need to put it in a frame and do it, or if I want to just take blue tack and put it up. Not sure. Alright. Next, we got a sleeve from Retro Mikey, which is the Midwest Gaming Classic version of his sleeve, which is pretty cool. And there's his social information right there. Which, very cool, very cool. Oh, he even has shirts here at TeePublic for tpublic.com/user/Retro Mikey. Now, see, I hope they have my size because I'm a big fella, and my typical shirts are 4X and 5X. So if you have merch, if you have shirts, yeah, if you can, try and get them for the plus size people, because I know there's gonna be plus size people. They're gonna want shirts like me. Like I have my own on Teespring for people that need bigger than 3X, and then I have Redbubble for my everything else. So, but that being said, moving on. Do You Nerd, I believe, handed this off to me, and Do You Nerd can correct me if I'm wrong, but Chris from Video Games Dust Sleeves printed these last year, I believe, and unfortunately, well, 2020 never happened, but still give it to me anyways. As you can see, it's still sealed, and that's because, you know, I never took the opportunity to get them signed, which I know was the whole point of having these, you know, because it says sign me, but yeah, I just never took the opportunity to do it, because the second I got it, I just put it in my backpack, because right after I got these, we were just going straight out to the thing, and I have object permanence issues, where once it comes out of my vision, it doesn't exist, which it happens. Anyways, so speaking of Do You Nerd, where is it? Okay, so give me 1 second here. Just gotta get things pulled up here. So Do You Nerd did give me a couple of things. So we have one of their cards. They gave me 2 of them. But I gave 1 card to my sister, and I also gave one of these stickers to my sister as well, because, you know, why not? So yeah, we got this nice iridescent rainbow reflective sticker from Do You Nerd. Like, love it, so nice. And then we have a coaster, which also is very cool. Like, I like their merch. Like, their merch is awesome. Like, I don't even want to use this as a coaster, just because frankly, I just want to put it up on like a wall or something, you know. Take some blue tack, put it up there. Alright. And then next we have J-Love. J-Love, where's the other one? Ah, there it is. There it is. Hi, Savannah. J-Love also gave out some stickers. So we have the Retro Gaming Community sticker right there. And then we also have J-Love's beautiful logo. And then we also have a pin with also J-Love's logo. Yes, thank you. Get the reflection out of there. Thank you. But yeah, very nice merch. Very nice. Again, I can't tell you what an honor it was, you know, to meet all these people, these fine, wonderful people, these people that are so easy to get along with, easy to talk with, and just, you know, makes you comfortable feeling around them. Alright, before we move on to my video game pickups and other stuff, when I was at MGC, in the vendor hall, somebody came up behind me and noticed my Unis Honest pin. I had an Unis Honest pin on my backpack, and they're just like, Unis Honest, Unis Honest. I'm like, oh, somebody knows. And yeah, so they handed me this magazine here, which is the Old School Gamer Magazine Special Tour 2021-2022 issue. So I know it's been at least a week, and I still have not opened this up, which I know I'm failing as a gamer, but I will get to read it. I will. I swear to God, I will. Alright, next we're going to move from our small picks to our larger picks. And as I said earlier today, I roughly spent about $300 in there. So first of all, we're going to start off with Quack Shot. This is a Genesis game with Daffy Duck. I don't remember the plot of it, but I do remember that when I watched somebody play it, I don't remember who, it stuck in my brain, and that indicates me that I actually want to play it. So naturally, as I saw it, I bought it. Okay. Next, we have Clover. Now, this is one of the ones that was on my list of games that I wanted because, you know, it looked like a good title. It looked like a fun title. And I like, you know, little adventure games like that. I mean, frankly speaking, I like most games as it is. Fighter games are not my thing. Racing games, I'm picky and choosy about. But as far as most other games, I'm always willing to give something a try for the right price. Next, we have South Park Chef's Love Shack. Now, I own the first game for the 64, and I also own both the Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole. Now, I own Chef's Love Shack. So, I think that's all the South Park games. I believe they came out with this one and the other one for the 64 also on PlayStation, which maybe if I come across those, maybe I'll pick those up. Otherwise, I'm happy with what I got. Now, next we're going to show you one of ones I would call, you know, a rare kind of game. Game that I was not expecting to come across, but definitely on my list. We have Mario Party. Now, I know it looks pretty gross right now, with all the markings on it and stuff, but if you notice, it's all, like, not on the label, so that tells me that there's a chance I can clean this up and make this look pretty new. But, you know, I like having these little stickers on them as well, you know, because that brings to the aesthetic. You know, sort of like when you find like a Blockbuster sticker on something. You don't want to rip that off. No. Alright. Now, while we were at lunch, J-Love. Oh, J-Love, you find the neatest things, because she showed me this one item. And we're like, oh my god, that is so freaking cool. And she said, oh yeah, well, it's just in the booth that if you go straight on towards the left-hand side and then you go in just a little bit, it'll be like right there. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, you know, we'll go check that out. And we did. And funny enough, the guy that was selling these actually just marked them down. He just marked them down. So, first we have Blue Hammer Bro, which is pretty freaking cool. These are Pepsi Twist caps, by the way. These were very limited by Nintendo as far as I know, and only sold in Japan, which still very cool. Would have loved to have had these in America. And of course, you know, we had to get the nice blue Goomba. Like, that's nice. Now on the back it calls it a Karibo, which kind of makes sense because I believe that has something to do with Japanese lore. And, you know, thinking also back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we do have the Karibo as a character, or as one of the monsters. So, leads me to believe there's something a little more to that. Not entirely familiar with it, but, you know, something probably worth looking up a little bit. And then here's my heavy hitter. The game that I was dying to look for. There was only 2 of them that I saw at MGC. The first guy wanted too much for it, and I tried to haggle with him a little bit. He would not budge. And then when I started walking away, he started throwing prices at me and stuff, which showed desperation, you know, which I don't know if that should be a red flag or if that's just like, oh, he doesn't think he's gonna sell it, you know, or maybe there's something up with it, you know, because the cartridge looked clean, like it looked perfect when I looked at it, but like I just wasn't gonna pay his price. And then later on in the day, I actually found another one, and I looked at it. It looked good, and I jumped on the opportunity because it was a good price, or at least better than the other guy's price. Because, you know, one of the things that I will point out is that, okay, there are some games I will purchase online because there's no chance of it being bootleg or a copy. Because there's no point in making a copy of a game that's like only worth like $10 of it being like an authentic cartridge. And I do have a video to tell about the fake one that I did pick up and almost got scammed for because they listed it as used. But we'll get into that in another video. I'm just going to leave that in. But without further ado, we have Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is a real Conker's Bad Fur Day. I did authenticate this, I want to say a day or two ago. The labels are legit. There's a back stamp on this one, you know, because every one of the cartridges that you see has that little indentation stamp, if you will. You know, it's usually like a letter, a number, or like a couple letters or a couple numbers. I forget the logistics of it. And then, you know, I opened it up and I actually looked at the chips and stuff and compared the chips to the front cover. Legit. Like, no joke. I spent $150 on this, and I didn't think I was going to get another chance to pick one up. So naturally, I had to, because I like mature games like that. Like, it's funny. There's swearing, there's blood, and supposedly from what I hear, there's nudity in it. Nudity in a Nintendo game. So yeah, I forgot one thing here. I conclude the video before talking about my VHS tapes that I picked up from Was Gaming Classic. So let's go through those right now, shall we? So sorry about the bag rustle, but starting off with Power Rangers. We have Blooms of Doom, which, as you can see here, we got Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, played by Amy Jo Johnson. Don't really remember the episode too well, but all the episodes that contain the original cast up to Zeo, wonderful. Next, we have High Five, which I believe is like the first or second episode. It's the second episode because first one is Food Fight, I believe. It's either Food Fight or the one with Eye Guy. But besides Power Rangers, I did pick up a couple of Red Dwarf titles. Like we have this one that is The End, Series 1, Bite 1. Love Red Dwarf. If you haven't heard of Red Dwarf, think of it as every space trope you've seen in like all these other movies and stuff, as a sitcom / comedy sitcom. Lots of slapstick, lots of comedy, very funny. Please go check it out if you get a chance. if you don't have anywhere that has the DVDs or VHS tapes or any of it, go check out BritBox. BritBox is a subscription service where you can get, hashtag not sponsored, where you can get all these television shows that you've known in the UK, including older Doctor Who episodes, for roughly about $7-8 a month, which is not bad. Also, BritBox has exclusive seasons of Red Dwarf, because Red Dwarf is still going on to this day. So go check that out. Alright, and then we have Smeg Ups, which I'm not entirely familiar with this one, but this looks like it's a blooper reel, if you will. But still, cool nonetheless. Yeah. One of the things I didn't do is check to see if the actual VHS tape matches up with the case, but, well, it's too late now. Alright, we have No Clowning Around. I believe this is like a Christmas episode, just based on the Christmas tree in front. But, yeah. Very cool stuff, very cool stuff. And then, we have the classic Ranger Power Playback, which pretty cool, pretty cool. Probably focusing on some episodes of the Red Ranger, you know, ones that are mostly focused on the Red Ranger. And then I believe this is the last one. We have Happy Birthday Zach, which there we go. But yeah, like, one of the first things I bought in the convention was that, those tapes, because, like, I love VHS tapes. I'm really getting my collection together. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm your host, Richard Dubya, saying, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good whatever. I'll catch you guys later. Take care now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.